Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Washington Redskins. With Charles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On second down now, it's Carter. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Well, look now at our starting defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Washington. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to start the drive. The starts. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
To throw on second down. Hagan, quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Starks. Fighting through it. He's got space. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back to throw. Hagan, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, starts, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now starts. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A look here on your screen at how Washington's going to line up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Well, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offense move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, folks, the run to history is on. Certainly something the whole NFL is watching. He is in sight of Emmitt Smith's all-time rushing record of 18,355 yards.
How about this? Still in the first half, man. All right, so there's a lot of ball left to be played. Here's the problem I'm going to have. I don't want to violate the rules of being an analyst. It's your call to make, but you're going to need a seatbelt to hold me down when he makes that carry that looks like it's going to break the record.
Don't leave your couch. It's coming. A run here for Starks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They're running with Starks. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
50, plant. Get it.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The outlaw.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Washington. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Operating from the gun, Washington. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Washington looking for his running back, and he's got him.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, That's all you're looking for, but he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hagan. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Starts. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Ready. 60 yours.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll toss it to Starks. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense?
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now out comes Houston. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Washington. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On 1st down, it's Samuels. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Washington to the end zone, but it's incomplete. from the gun on third down. Washington to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Hagan. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hagan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hagan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now a carry here for their fullback. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. To throw on 3rd down. Hagan. Wide open receiver complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
15. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hagan stepping up. He'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On 3rd down, Hagan. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Me and you all day. Be careful.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hagan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Washington. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Hagan going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. This quarterback now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Hagan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Carter. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Washington. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carter. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carter. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's got this down to the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Texans on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the bootleg. Hagan. Holmes has got it complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
On first down, Washington. Throw left side complete. It's Larson. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Washington. And this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Washington over the middle, complete. It's Larson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Washington. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, set,
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back to throw. Hagan, and an alley to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still second down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Clear. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Houston, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.